Hello. I wanted to talk for a minute about this transit that's happening. Well, there's a lot of transits happening, but I want to talk particularly about Jupiter and Saturn, and then the other things that are coinciding with this transit. There's a lot of pressure building and bubbling over. It's interesting to think about because it's like, some of the most wealthy people on our planet use astrology, and so it's kind of interesting always for me to think about like what's actually just happening and what's being orchestrated based on like knowing the pressure points and when to like apply pressure. So that's always fascinating to me. Maybe that falls into my like more conspiracy minded ways of living. But for Saturn square, it's the third time that it's going to be squaring, and this is happening at it's like the world axis degree. So it's happening at the first degree of Aries, first degree of Cancer. It's not exact until June 15th, and this gives you time this week to feel it and to look at kind of what themes were coming up for you. I'll post the dates for the other two times this happened last year, but this is a reflection and tension point. So with squares, it's always like a lot of tension around what was coming up for you or what was set, like the seeds that were sown at the great conjunction that happened in December of 2020 in that first degree of Aquarius. And now, Pluto's hanging out there, which is really fascinating, right? It's like unearthing. And then there's this conflict where with that conjunction, Aquarius is very much about the collective and about society and future and things like that. And then the square is very personal because it's even though it's on the world axis, it's also about like me. What's up for me? What's up for my family? What's coming up for me? And there's a lot of different triggers that might be coming up for you right now. And it's really vital to like look and see what's getting triggered for you and ways to relieve a little bit of this pressure. Maybe it's going for a walk in like 90-degree weather. Maybe it's like playing music, whatever it might be. Do the things that are going to release a little bit of pressure, because there can be a lot of angst this week, especially building up to the full moon in Sagittarius is always a very active one. It's like the mutable fire, and so you really want to hone your energies during this time so that you're not like lashing out where you don't want to lash out or oversharing where you don't want to overshare, like just like letting things spread too much. Really want to contain. And if you haven't watched the Jupiter in Cancer video, that can be really helpful because this is a big part of this. And then I also have the Saturn in Aries video, which is also a huge part of this. And those are linked to my story.